9/11 was an inside job.
9/11 was probably
It
an inside
was
job.
an inside job. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Weighty Topics, where insulation infests our lungs while we try to work out. Today's topic and workout are brought to you by this guy.
Well, we're not gonna work out per se much tonight. We're getting back in the swing of things, and we're gonna try to go for some PRs, and at the very least, check our 1-rep maxes and have a benchmark so we can go forwards. As for our topic, so what are some things or something that is either very or like the most manly thing that you could possibly do? Start out there tonight.
It's a good spot. I think that some of the most manly things you can do are some of the more simple things you can do. Some of like the unseen sacrifices that are made every day by everyday people. You know, people might say, "What's the hardest job in the world?" Do you think? Like, what's the hardest job in the world?
The hardest job? Well,
yeah.
Probably just being a parent.
Being a parent. A lot of people would agree with you. A lot of parents would agree with you. People and parents that actually care about their kids.
Let's put 2 10s on this.
Okay. Actually care about their kids, care about raising them. They know it's hard. They live it every day. You got to deal with them, especially when you have multiple kids. It's just hard. And having to, let's pretend we're in a situation where you have 2 parents present, and you have stay-at-home mom, dad's a general breadwinner, goes to work every day. As a mom, you got to deal with kids. Kids suck. They're just terrible. They drain you of everything you possibly have. As a parent, you no longer have a life. Their life is your life. Right?
Yeah.
As a dad, you got to go to work every single day. You help? I got you.
Yeah.
Every single day. Rain or shine. Life might be hard. You could do different types of work, but it's still difficult. You got to do that every day, and you're doing it for someone else. Push. Nice. Doing that as your entire life.
Yep, that's what I got for tonight.
Okay, I like it.
So, what is that?
That's 35, 45, 55, 65, 75.
75.
That's pretty good for getting back into it. 175.
What do you want to put on this?
Let's put on... I'm feeling crazy. Let's jump to 225. Let's do it.
There's no way you're getting that off the bar.
If I get it off the bar by myself, what will you give me? So I would say being a parent is probably one of the hardest things. Now imagine being a single parent. Now you got double the trouble. You got to deal with kids, and you got to go to work, and you got to deal with all that. That is so hard. That is so hard. That is the pressure of real life.
I think an underrated
what's that?
I think an under thought about hard part about being a parent is less the actual work. Because yes, there's a lot of work, but everybody knows that there's a lot of work. And more just the
it doesn't end for 18 years?
No, more just the stress of the responsibility of being a parent.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. Like,
and that mental strain where it's not the work. Oh, yet the work is hard and there's a lot that goes on, but it's not. It's also. You gonna go for it?
I'm gonna try. I think the point I'm trying to get at is that the manliest thing you can do is sacrifice your entire life for someone else.
Yeah.
I need to lift off. Okay. Do it. Okay. Yep.
touch it. Push it. Lock it out. There you go.
Nice. I don't know if I got more tonight.
I mean, that's their PR, right?
230.
230
last time.
You had 230?
2.5.
It's been a bit, and we haven't been turning bench much.
Not at all. So I'm happy with that.
Yeah, it's good 1 rep racks.
Good
You want
one
to
rep
go to
max.
deadlift or squats next?
I'll go to the chair.
I want to do a deadlift 1 rep max, and I'll probably do it before my squat.
We usually
when I
don't do squat.
No, but my squat's trash.
Let's do squat.
But I really want to get that 345.
We need a benchmark.
I know, but I really want to get that 345 off the ground.
Okay, let's do it. Right now. Load her up. I don't feel like doing a deadlift tonight. My back's still pretty tight.
That's fair enough.
But I will hit squat. Nice.
All right. Let's put on 315, and I'll do 1 or 2 off the ground, and then I'll ramp up to 345.
Let's go. Everybody's gay once in a while. We only have 35. So we need more 45s. That puts us at 70 more. That's
Just
295. Yep.
The weirdos honking again.
Dude. So, for those of
Every
you
day.
listening, and I may have mentioned this before. Did I mention this before?
I'm not on
the podcast. I live about a mile away from a trailer park.
That's next to enough.
Next to enough. I am not part of a trailer park.
You do not live in a trailer park. You just live near a trailer
Near a
park.
trailer park. This particular trailer
a very
park.
nice house, may I say. You have a house.
Thank you, my guy. Thank you.
It's not a trailer park.
It's
You don't
not-
live
no.
in a trailer at all.
We used to.
Used to.
By the way,
so
for-
do we. So
if you ever hear us say the shoebox, we're referring to
I
the
think we said that
single
the
wide
first.
trailer in which I used to live with my 7 other family members at the time. We are now 9.
yeah, and I used to live in a like an actual camper
It was
trailer.
a camper. It wasn't even a trailer. It was a camper.
It wasn't like a trailer park trailer. It was like an actual camper trailer, RV style.
Oh, an actual camper trailer.
Well, trailers are trailers, right?
Okay.
But they're just
yeah.
off, and then
Yeah.
this is just an actual trailer.
It just almost makes it sound better than a trailer, but it's not.
Well, it's better than a trailer in a way because
it's
it's not in a trailer park. Neither was your
Neither
trailer.
was mine, but it was still a trailer.
Fair enough. Anyway, we were talking about something.
No. So, yeah.
Trailer park.
We
crazy
live
dude.
about a mile away from a trailer park. In this trailer park, this summer, almost every night, someone, and I believe they drive a white minivan. I could be wrong. But
don't think it was the same guy. 'cause
don't
I
think it was the same guy?
No, because the honking guy was going on after the other guy left.
Anyway, near every night, this guy honks for no reason for about half an hour. He just random honking. It's loud. I
Like
can
like
hear
as
it.
if he steps on his alarm button.
Yes. It's like a full-on honking for a while. It is so annoying. On Halloween this year, Nate witnessed. What did you witness this Halloween?
Did I witness something?
Didn't you witness, or was it not this Halloween? The one with the white minivan blasting
Oh.
Billie Jean.
That was no, it was bad.
Oh, was it bad? It was Michael Jackson.
It wasn't a Halloween. It was like the day before. It was the 30th or something.
Okay, 30th.
But basically, it was just a weirdo driving down the street,
Mhm.
with all his windows open,
Uh-huh.
and his back tailgate open, stopping every 200 feet, and in the middle of the road, blasting Michael Jackson. I think it was Bad, or maybe Beat It, if I don't remember correctly.
Beat it.
And laughing his head off.
Fair enough. I mean, kudos.
Yeah, I'm gonna get this off.
Are you gonna get this off the ground? Yes, dude. That's only 315 though. You got 30 more pounds.
Yeah, I was okay though. Yeah, let's get it.
Stack it on. Stack it, dude. Take off the 10s and just put on the 25s.
Yeah. Last time I went for this weight, I got it off the ground, but I didn't lock out.
Which is gay.
And so I don't count it. And so this is 25 pounds over my PR because my PR did not move from where I last left it at 320.
Which one might consider a little weak.
Well, if I can lift 345 but I can't lock it out, yeah, it means I'm weak.
That means you're weak. Time to lift, son.
I didn't show you this.
What'd you do?
I'll tell you the story after I lift this.
Is that a good podcast story?
It's a podcast story.
This is a podcast.
This is a podcast. If you hear us quote the cold open to the second episode for the rest of time,
it's because it was funny.
It's because it was funny and it was actually happened natural. And we were discussing this actual podcast and we were like, it's a podcast.
It's a podcast. We were just saying it's a podcast and it worked out great. I like our cold open styles. By this time, do you think they know about the conspiracy theories?
Possibly.
Possibly.
And if not,
they need to know.
They'll learn.
We should tell the people.
We should.
What? Here, you want to ask the question, or should we let it ask the question for us?
What question?
About a certain 2 skyscrapers in New York City that are no longer in existence.
Let's save that one for a couple more episodes.
Okay. Was the moon landing real? Don't answer that.
Let's save that for a couple episodes.
All right, let's hit this.
I'm going to get this.
Hype yourself up. Scream at the microphone. Scream at the people. They need to hear it.
Nope. Not tonight.
Might not be a nighttime. Might not be a time at night for this.
We also just did deadlift last night.
Yeah, well, a little bit.
I mean, we repped it.
Yeah, we did a couple sets. 3 sets, yeah. Was it?
It was 3 sets. We did 3 full sets of this. I'm giving myself an out. I'm still going to PR, though.
Yeah.
I'm going to take some weight off and PR.
What would be good PR for you?
325.
Okay, so we'll put the 10s and the 5 back on. All right. Put 10s and the 5 back on. Make it 230.
10s and a 5?
Yeah. I'll be 225. Never mind. You're right. 10s and a 5 would be, yeah, because that's 315 and then 10
225 is a respectable PR. That's up 5 pounds from where I was last time. So
and that's good. We haven't even been doing this.
Exactly.
That's good.
And I do think I can hit it.
I think you can too.
All right. We were discussing manliness, and then we discussed self-sacrifice.
Self-sacrifice is the manliest quality.
I think it is.
The willing to put others before yourself. Has to be.
Yeah.
Now, chopping wood, though.
Okay, there are
things that transcend.
There are things that look cool and feel manly.
And are
cool.
manly.
And are manly and cool. And then there's also self-sacrifice, which happens to fall under that category.
It does happen to be like the pinnacle of the definition of being an awesome dude. In, the best ways. But chopping wood, you swing an axe full on over your head. You haven't really felt like a man until you've swung an axe full over your head and chopped a piece of wood.
Or a sledgehammer.
Sledgehammer, very similar feeling. When you get that technique, little leg kick to the thwack, connect with a piece of concrete with a sledgehammer, whole new feeling. If you didn't have hair in your chest before, you do now.
At least one.
At least one. If not 2.
How do you feel about body hair, Simeon? On yourself.
On myself.
What's your personal stance about your own body hair, Simeon?
About grooming, about like growing, about like what do you think? What are you asking here?
Well, do you rock au natural? I'm talking like chest hair. I'm not talking.
I don't have enough to justify a trimming, or even a shaving. I do have some chest hair, but it's like maybe I should shave it. It's just not. But I feel
shaving is.
It just feels soft.
Weird.
Okay, so
Looks
I went
fun.
in for surgery on my appendix a little while ago, and while I was knocked out, they shaved my entire chest and like stomach area so they could cut me open. They also covered me in iodine. I woke up shaved and red. And that was a weird feeling. I felt like a little boy again. I didn't like it. I did not like it. I like my chest hair and my stomach hair. If it gets unruly, we'll trim, keep it in check. But I'm not a super hairy guy. So what grows, grows, and I haven't seen a reason to like mess with it.
Fair enough.
So maybe like a beard, but like
Are you opposed to it?
opposed?
Opposed to messing with it? Like
No, I just haven't
your
really
woman
seen a purpose
says,
to yet.
cut it off.
If it's my beard, my facial hair, I feel way more strongly about than anywhere else in my body.
Fair enough.
Like, what are they gonna tell me? Shave my legs? No, come on, man.
No, fair enough. I'm a little hairier than you are.
That's it's a bit of an understatement.
Yeah, but it's not a crazy.
This is what I'm looking at here, dude. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
right.
I trim every once in a while. I keep it under check.
Luke's a hairy guy. He caught that side of the family.
Yeah.
He caught that side of the. I did not. Neither did Wyatt. We're both hairless. We're the French hairless. Sounds like a breed of dog.
That probably is a breed of dog. Let's be honest.
Bulldog or something.
So your mom breeds dogs.
She does breed dogs. What does she breed? She breeds mini dachshunds.
Yeah.
And what is that? It's the most. I would say it's a pretty useless dog in a lot of ways. It's tiny. It's a wiener dog.
It's one of the least annoying, most useless dogs.
Absolutely. Chihuahuas, I hate, and I may have mentioned this before I mentioned
not on the recording?
not on the podcast? All right.
This is third episode, dude.
All right. No, this is fourth, actually.
You're
This
right.
is fourth.
This is fourth.
We can't even keep track. So, I have a vendetta against Chihuahuas. They're the worst dog in existence. They spawn from hell and they go back when they die. All right? They're the essence of demonic capabilities in not human form, in animal form. I despise them.
You want to squat?
They're literal devil dogs, yes. If you see a Chihuahua, I am advocating for violence against Chihuahuas. I hate Chihuahuas. It cannot be stated how much I hate them.
If you cannot tell, he dislikes Chihuahuas rather strongly.
I feel very strongly about this. Let's put this on the first one, get underneath and put it on the second one. So, Ron Swanson has said this. He's one of my favorite characters. If you haven't watched Parks and Recreation, it's a phenomenal show. Come on, be a man. Let's go.
Well, we're not gonna squat this for first rep anyway.
Let's go.
All right.
Ron Swanson is one of the manliest men in television, and he says any dog under 50 pounds is a cat, and cats are pointless. Chihuahuas fit that perfectly, as do mini dachshunds, but mini dachshunds will not try to eat you while you're sleeping.
Okay, but I will say, and I've told you this, but I'm going to tell everybody else this as context. Chihuahuas were bred to be that small, but not as a pet. They were bred to be useful that small.
Tell them how they were used.
Okay,
how were
they used as disposable guard dogs because 18 billion little tiny dogs is cheaper feed than 2 or 3 big dogs, and they bark just as loud and are just as mean.
Okay,
if not meaner.
I argue meaner.
And so
they're shorter. They're closer to hell.
Instead of the dogs actually taking care of it, you just got a whole bunch of cheap little disposable dogs that will make a lot of noise and not stop attacking whatever's attacking until you get out there with your gun.
Now, absolutely, perfectly justified use in that case. But that is the literal only case where they are useful. Yeah. Only case.
That's what they're bred for.
They're terrible pets.
Yes.
They are the worst, and people seem to love them. Also, I'm calling out everyone who loves Chihuahuas. First off, tell us why. If you actually have a good reason, I'd be willing to hear it. But if not, you're part of the problem.
They're not even cute.
They're not even cute. They're the worst. I hate them so much. Good belt.
The only thing worse than Chihuahua... No, they're not.
There's nothing worse than
The only thing
Chihuahuas.
approaching the worsity of Chihuahuas is really dumb, annoying, overweight pugs. And it's not even because of their fault.
It's just because they're
It's
ugly.
because they're ugly and inbred, and so they have a lot of problems, and they're ugly and fat and gross.
They're
and
gross.
They snuffle in your face and have bad breath because of inbreeding.
Because of that.
It's not their fault.
It's horrible.
Chihuahuas are their fault.
Chihuahuas are so bad. I know I've said it enough, but I can't. It can't be overstated.
Yeah, for sure it can.
You have your moments. I have my moments. I hate Chihuahuas.
Fair enough.
But mini dachshunds, they come in 1, 2, 3 main hairstyles: long hair, short hair, and wire hair, which is a bit rougher but thicker hair. Okay. They're usually happy, generally playful. They were bred as hunting dogs. They used to chase out
The minis too, or the minis just derivative?
The mini is a derivative of the original dachshund or dachshund, depending on how you would like to pronounce it. It is a German dog, hence
So
the
it'd be
Wiener
actually
Schnitzel. Dachshund. It is the Wiener Schnitzel design. But no, they're built to go rooting and digging around in holes to flush out animals, whatever kind might live in holes. They love digging. They will stick their face in whatever they can fit it in. They will literally run over and stuff their face like into the crook of your arm because it's a small space. They're cute that way. They love people. They're friendly. They're happy. They jump around. They play around. They do all the things that big dogs do, but they're smaller and less maintenance.
A little bit loud.
What's that?
A little bit loud.
What I just said?
A little bit loud.
They do bark. Depends on the dog. Listen, every dog actually has a personality.
That's true.
Some breeds are more inclined to bark than others, but every dog has a personality.
Yeah, but only some breeds are inclined to yip.
It depends on the size of their voice box.
That's true. But I'd much rather deal with a large dog going woo than a little dog going yeah.
Oh, I agree with you with that. But if you can get a small dog that doesn't bark a lot, the dream is a dog that does not bark a whole lot. Now, Atlas, my dog, he is half Great Pyrenees, half Springer Spaniel, and he barks a little too much. He's annoying.
He's a hunting and guard dog.
Yep, and he's a great family dog, but he is a little dumb sometimes. He's very instinctual, and he barks at just about everything, and he's loud. So, next dog we get, let's make it a little smaller. Mom's thinking about keeping one of the larger creams.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Cointreau, he's large for a mini dachshund.
There's no way I'm gonna do this first rep.
Let's knock it out. And but he's very fluffy and very happy.
Take this up with the 25s on.
25s? Okay. So he'll be a great little addition. But anyway, good dogs, in my opinion, include fairly friendly dogs that can be a good companion, can be functional as a defensive, in defensive utilization. So, not really a small dog. I like big dogs because, you know what? There's more to love.
I like big dogs and I cannot lie.
You other brothers can't deny.
That when a little tiny dog
Walks in.
bad thing, you don't like it, you kick it or something.
Is that abuse? Not if it's a Chihuahua. I endorse Chihuahua abuse.
Is it abuse if it's a Chihuahua?
No. It's called, that's like your real life, like Van Helsing at that point.
It's like, yeah.
You're vanquishing demons.
It's the difference between murder and execution.
Facts. This is rightful. This is deserved. And anybody who loves Chihuahuas, come at me, bro. If you're anything like your dogs, you won't be an issue. That was pretty deep.
Right.
You go deep, dog. Okay.
We gotta put more weight on for you, dude. Because that was weak as hell. Squat's not like a good variation.
I don't like squat right now.
Yeah.
Do we not like squat together?
We don't like squat together, honestly.
Good. All right. So we can just sit down and have a little talk.
We can. Did you record the numbers? Pull out your phone, record the numbers.
We should record the numbers. I have a max somewhere in my notes.
Yeah, but we need new
I know.
benchmarks.
This is a new benchmark. This is a new season of our working out.
Winter Arc's gonna go crazy.
Winter Arc about to go nuts. Where's my notes? Do you use Pinterest?
No.
Every female I know uses Pinterest. I have one folder on my Pinterest. Do you know what it is?
Things your female friends have sent you?
No, it is labeled I am only on Pinterest because of women.
Oh, fair enough.
That is it. Lifting
I
weights.
actually do have a Pinterest account, but I
never use mine.
I got a Pinterest account for one specific reason, because I wanted one specific stencil that I saw on Google Images, and I had to chase down to its original context in order to download.
Which was probably on Etsy.
Which is on Pinterest, and I needed a Pinterest account.
Okay. So let's open this up, and here we go. Title, 1 rep max.
The date?
Unnecessary. It's recorded in my notes.
Fair enough.
And
also, we wouldn't want to out ourselves to our listeners on what day we're recording this.
They don't know. We could be recording these one after another.
Spoiler alert. It's a little bit ahead, but not as ahead as we'd like.
We are incredibly disorganized.
Yeah, facts.
That's just
and
true.
kind of lazy.
Yeah, we are.
Anyway, our 1 rep max.
Yeah, okay.
Bench. What was
bench?
yours?
You hit. What'd you hit?
I hit 175.
175. Hang on. Bench 175.
That's a big difference. 50 pounds.
I'm gonna put on an N, and we're gonna go. It's different, dude. It's just mass moves mass. It's crazy.
It's gotta be.
And what was it? 225. Bow.
Squat. I didn't go tonight. Really.
Squat is enable. Write down squat.
We'll do squat. Well, you know what? We'll do 1 rep max on squat next time we do legs.
Yeah, I like that idea. Deadlift.
My deadlift. I'll put it at 320.
320 for
320. I didn't really feel like
for N. And I was NA for.
We'll get you next time.
Yep. Okay, cool. So we got that ready, and we did do that, and that's what we did.
All right. Good thing we don't have a fitness following on this podcast.
They would not get gains.
And they would laugh at us.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And it would be deserved.
All right.
Get your bench and put it over there. That's my chair.
Okay. All right. Now we live in should I tell them where we live?
No.
Absolutely.
Whatever. Go for
Not
it.
specifically. We live in upstate New York. All right.
Obviously, seeing as all of our friends are the only people listening to this.
Well, I know, but just to mention, it comes into my next question. What's the most upstate New York thing?
9 months of winter.
It's 9 months of winter. It is definitely that half of our year or more is winter.
And being annoyed by the fact that the city drives our politics.
Upstate New York would formally like to secede from the state. I mean, from the city.
Yeah.
We'd like to become a separate state.
We would like to.
Like a North.
Unfortunately, there's not enough people to vote on it up here.
That's the way it goes, man. I mean, the city would be... well, no, they wouldn't. They'd probably have to pay some sort of tariff to get food. Isn't it great? Anyway.
We could give them to New Jersey. New Jersey wants to be New York City so bad.
New York does not want to associate with nobody wants to associate with New Jersey. All right?
California, like Los Angeles is the butthole of America, but New Jersey is the armpit.
Oh, for sure. For sure, bro. When you have that many low...
It smells weird. There's hair in weird places.
There is hair in weird places.
You expect a trailer park to pop up any second.
Tornadoes, not so prevalent, though.
They think they're the arm, but actually they're just the armpit.
Armpit, man. Armpit. That's just the way it is. Do you want to help me move this down? I need a place to sit. Oh, my bad. Yeah, we go. Son of a nutcracker.
So, Arcane Season 2 is out. At least partially.
Wait until the 23rd so I can
Yeah, but you
binge
can
it.
start the first season.
Which
you got enough time. I did that.
I'm
1.5 episodes into the first season.
They're long episodes too. They're like 40 minutes.
Yeah.
So
I'm only 1.5 in.
So I'll give it a shot.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep going. I forgot about half of it, which I'm happy about because I remember it was good, but I don't remember why.
He was the art style. First, as soon as you
First off, the art style.
First off, the art style, and a spoiler alert to whoever hasn't seen it yet, and also the first episode. Well, it's the first episode in the opening scene. It's not a spoiler.
That's true.
But when it opens, first off, it's a little kid singing over tragic circumstances.
Yes.
So, banger right out there.
It's already messed up.
It's already messed up, but in a cool way. And then the flames, and then the art, and then the people through the smoke. It's so
Sick.
good.
Dude, it is a great show. For anyone who has not watched Arcane, watch Arcane on Netflix. Greatest show.
Season 2, which is the final season. They're closing it out.
I'm so happy they're doing it like that. Because limited series are always better. Not always better, but almost always better than longer series.
It's because they close the story out, and they actually have a story to tell, and so they make a series about it, and then they stop making the series because the story is over, and they don't drag it on for just money and money.
Which is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. You get a cult following that way on a phenomenal show. Quality over quantity, and that's what's up. Now, granted, it did take them 2 years to make a second season.
But that was because of the animator strikes and the writer strikes.
Quality over quantity, which I'm really happy about.
Yeah. But we knew that there was going to be a second season as soon as season 1 aired. So, we knew to look forward to it. It wasn't like a maybe. I haven't seen anything about season 2 besides the first teaser trailer.
I have watched no trailers. No trailers.
The problem for me is I'm not a League of Legends fan. And so I don't know any of the new characters that they show in the trailer, so it literally doesn't mean anything to me.
Nathaniel? That was a spoiler. There are new characters?
I think. Maybe they're made up. I have no idea. They're just new faces.
Listen, I get it, but man, can't say nothing. Can't say nothing.
Okay. That's all I know.
That really doesn't tell me anything, but I'm just,
Exactly. We're on the same. Now we know the same amount about the new series.
So by spoiling for other people, that makes you happy? Because now you're on the same page?
Yeah.
All right, fair enough.
No, it's a good show, though.
It is such a good show.
The music is so good.
Music is banging,
I want to know who they have this next season. Because I hope music plays as big a role as it did in the first season.
They did a acoustic version of Heavy as the Crown by Linkin Park.
They have Linkin Park in it this season?
Okay, but it's not, but it's not in the Linkin Park, like, stereotypical style, but it's Mike Shinoda.
In the Arcane style?
It's an Arcane style, but it's a like acoustic remix of Heavy as the Crown.
Is that the main theme for it?
It's the main theme is still by Imagine Dragons' Enemy.
It's still Enemy?
Guess their intro song.
Right.
I think, as far as I know.
I want them to release that version of Enemy. Because that's
the
cinematic version. The one with the strings and the cinematic backing track.
I feel like Arcane is an official Spotify artist now, so I think that version of it might be released by them.
Now maybe, but when I was looking for it a couple months back, I could not find it.
If it was before the show released,
it was before season 2 released.
Well, I don't know. Sometimes they do stuff like that.
So I couldn't find it.
Yeah. No.
Oh, I could find it on YouTube because somebody clipped it.
I listened to some of the music before it released because they released like stuff early. It was like Arcane Season 2 soundtrack. It was official. It was like League of Legends and Arcane.
Yeah.
But they only had a couple hits off of it. They let you see like the names of stuff, but they wouldn't let you play it. You know how they do.
Yeah.
So, the one that they released,
I do like the fact that the music fits really well in the storyline, but doesn't tell you anything about the storyline ahead of time.
Right. It only plays off things you know. Like the single they released was "Paint the Town Blue," which is, watch the show, people. It's really good. But it was good. It was
Right.
good song.
Honestly, that could be 2 different meanings.
Really?
The enforcers are blue. And blue's the stereotypical color of cops.
Okay,
and
but
stuff like that.
what is the stereotypical phrase when you say paint the town? What is the next word that proceeds out of the people's mouths?
Usually red.
Usually red. It's paint the town. That's the phrase. Paint the town red. But it's paint the town blue. Because it's the same attitude of, go paint the town red. It's that kind of that rebel kind of.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
It's that feel, but it's blue because.
I like how we're dancing around spoilers for a 2-year-old season.
For no listeners.
I
I don't even care though. Go watch it. Has Abigail watched it?
Probably not.
Abigail, watch the show.
Has Dom watched it?
What?
Dom, have you watched the show?
Dom, you watched it? Yes, actually, she has. She told me she has.
Okay. Good job, Dom.
Good. Go watch the show.
Watch season 2.
At
And
this
don't
point,
spoil us.
don't. You better not. I will come to your house. And I will eat all your peanut butter. All of it. With a spoon in the middle of your kitchen at 12 in the morning. I will be shoveling peanut butter into my mouth.
I will show up to your next break at work and sprinkle coconut on your snack.
On your snacks. You can't eat food now. Do not spoil the season. Don't play with us. Don't play with us. For real.
The only other thing I was really looking forward to this fall was the Linkin Park album.
Which was a good album.
It was a good album.
Did you listen to Stained?
I did not re-listen to the album. I'm going to do that on the way home tonight in my new speakers.
Just check out Stained for me.
I will, but I'll check out the whole album.
But you're not gonna listen to the whole album by the time you get home. You're gonna listen to like 4 songs.
I'll put it on shuffle this time though.
Okay, that's good.
First time through, you
listen to it in order. Of course,
you gotta listen to it in order.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second time through, you can mess around with it.
Yeah, absolutely. Damn blue red all around you. What's funny is that I forgot where I was going with this.
I forgot where I was going with a lot of things. I'm just tired tonight.
Where are you going with life, man?
Nowhere.
You know what I'm looking forward to this fall? Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Yep.
You going to Chicago?
Always.
Probably.
Yeah.
It's too bad. Yep. Gonna miss you a little bit. But that's okay.
Facts.
I've been missing you for 4 years. Every Thanksgiving. So.
And before that, every Thanksgiving as well. Because we were always in Massachusetts.
That's true. Yeah.
We've never really been around.
Did you go to like Rehoboth or the Cape, probably?
Oh, Rehoboth.
All right.
Yeah, we've only ever been around for Friendsgiving. We do.
Which I love Friendsgiving.
It's honestly sometimes better than Thanksgiving with family.
Oh yeah, dude. You just turn up, eat some food, and have a good time. Wear the flannels, man. You just have a good day.
Yep.
I'm looking forward to playing Alice's Restaurant.
And I'm looking forward to my gift.
You better send it to me, dog.
I will send it to you.
You should post it on the official podcast website. Happy Thanksgiving.
I can't do that.
On YouTube or something, just post from the Weighty Topics podcast to all of you.
I'll post a
bloop.
No, I'm good.
Look at me while you do it. Bloop.
Or this is not our Thanksgiving episode, which we're gonna have one. But what is only one food item that you were looking forward to this year for Thanksgiving?
Looking forward to?
Yeah, this is getting released.
All right.
Hang on. When is this being released? This might be released after Thanksgiving. Never mind. What is one? As of this recording, what are you looking forward to about Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving?
One item.
Listen.
Just one.
I only have one.
Okay.
How many can I have?
Just one.
But there are so many good ones.
You got to pick one.
Okay.
Only one. This is not. We can't pollute this with Thanksgiving too much.
Listen, my mom makes this delicious. It is a salad. Keep that in mind. But it's like with a raspberry vinaigrette. Has strawberries, feta cheese, pecans, and a couple other fixins. But basically, it's sweet, savory, delicious. It's everything about it is good. And with that being said, cranberry sauce. I'm looking forward to cranberry sauce. It is the best food item on the Thanksgiving menu, and you can't convince me otherwise. I love cranberry sauce.
My family puts forth things that are better than cranberry sauce.
Really? What do they put forward?
My grandmother's stuffing is really good.
I would love to try it. I've never tried it. I've heard many good things about it.
My aunt's squash and apple bake.
I'll try that. Haven't heard tried it.
Is really good.
Gotta give it a shot.
Now that she lives down south,
do you think her cooking has improved being down south?
I'm just she's gained some new stuff. She makes a mean sweet potato casserole.
You mean she's gained seasonings?
Yeah. No, she just gained new items to cook.
Oh.
New culture.
New culture.
Yeah.
I'm interested to try that. Can you bring me some this Thanksgiving, by chance?
I'm not gonna get any of this Thanksgiving.
No, I meant like the stuffing.
Oh, I'm probably not gonna get any of that either. We're going out to my mom's side. We're getting nothing.
What's the best? What's the best?
No, that's why when in doubt on what's actually going to be on the table, because it depends on what family. It depends.
You said
on
they
what's
put mac
there.
and cheese on the table.
They do sometimes.
Forgive me.
They don't seem to really have a traditional meal over there, like a tradition for their family, traditional meal. So I don't know. I honestly have no idea what to expect, and I don't know what we're cooking and bringing over there. So, but the one thing I can fall back on is cranberry sauce. So I'm gonna have to agree with you on that one.
I love cranberry sauce,
dude. Cranberry sauce.
First time through the buffet line at Thanksgiving, what do you get? A little bit of everything. You get everything. A little bit of everything. Second time through the line, you go 50-50. Stuffing, cranberry sauce.
See, I don't go 50-50. I usually go like 25, 25, 25, 25.
What do you go for 25? What are your four things?
Turkey, stuffing, cranberry sauce, and whatever the fourth good thing on the menu is.
There's usually a fourth good thing. And when I get the first time through, I get my turkey. I get all my turkey out of the way. And I'm generally a white meat guy.
100%.
I might try a little bit of dark meat this Thanksgiving.
Dark meat's okay, but like white meat's so much better.
Yep, I agree with you. I think I love the white meat more. So
when cooked properly, like
it has to be juicy.
If you dry the white meat out, then none of it's good.
The worst.
Then none of it's good. Not even the dark meat's good at that point.
Yeah, but dude, dry white meat is probably worse than dry black meat.
Dark meat. It is for sure, but the white meat, it takes a lot to mess up white meat. Like,
it's hard.
If you know how to cook, it's hard.
Yeah, facts. So,
no white meat guy though, for sure.
For sure. But I get myself like 3, 4, 5 slabs of it.
Mm-hmm.
Stack it up.
I get 3, 4, 5, and then I get like 3, 4 again.
No. In my opinion, now listen, this might just be...
I'm an eat all day type of thing.
This might just be my mom's cooking because...
I'll do 2 full plates, and then I'll rest a bit, grab dessert, rest a bit, grab another plate, rest a bit, snack on some dessert, and then until the food gets put away.
Well, you always pick and choose, like you're picking through it afterwards. But maybe this is just how my mom cooks it. But that feels like a stretch because she's a good cook. But like turkey, I like turkey, but it's not of a lot of meat. Turkey is one of my least favorite.
Huh.
I'm not a huge fan of turkey. So I have some turkey. I have a good amount of turkey. And then it's on to the good stuff. Cranberry sauce is the way to go. It's got to be thick.
If you cook a turkey in a chicken the same way, you'd prefer chicken?
The chicken tastes better.
Really?
It is.
I prefer the turkey.
You ever have a rotisserie turkey?
No. But I've had like oven roasted turkey and oven roasted chicken. And the oven roasted turkey is better.
Nah, chicken.
Valid.
It's just a matter of opinion.
Yeah.
I don't like lamb as much as I like beef. Beef is probably the best red meat.
Probably.
What the only thing I've heard that might be better is like large northern deer, like elk or moose.
I heard bison is really good.
I've heard bison and moose is really good.
Yeah. Well, the venison you're gonna get a little.
Venison is gamier.
Venison is really good if you know how to cook it right. If you don't know how to cook it right, the gamey comes out in a weird way, and it's just weird gamey flavor.
You know what makes venison taste really good?
That's what lamb. If you don't cook lamb properly, it's very similar. It's got a certain flavor that if you don't cook it properly, that flavor comes out in the wrong way and makes it just gross.
I'd like to make a note here. I had lamb kebabs at an Indian restaurant one time.
Okay.
And it was really good. Lamb was delicious.
Yeah.
It was probably now in that way was probably one of the best meats I've ever had.
I would not switch out lamb for beef.
No.
As the main meat. You can't put a meat like that, or even venison, honestly.
No, you can't.
Into the slot of beef.
Beef is its own. It is the meat.
Right.
It is the meat.
Right.
All right.
So, I won't argue with you there, but I will say, it's hard to top. I'm just happy with whatever you put in front of me, dude. You put something good in front of me, I'll just eat it and I'll enjoy myself. And so, if you put a good lamb in front of me, I'm not going to wish for beef. But if you put a good beef in front of me, I'm not going to wish for lamb.
You know you weren't going to wish for lamb.
Right.
It was beef all the way. Good roast, man.
I don't know what I want until I sit down to dinner and I see it in front of me and I'm like, that's what I wanted. And then I eat it and it's good.
You know what's crazy? Is that you don't even have to be picky. Like, so I don't get why people are sometimes picky about food. Like, if you are picky, that means you didn't work hard enough today. Because when you're hungry, anything tastes good. It's true. I'm not even kidding. Like, anything you wouldn't normally eat, if you're hungry and you sit down and there's food in front of you, you're like, oh, this looks so good. And you eat it and you're like, this tastes so good. You might not eat more of it, but it would, when you're hungry, it tastes good. Don't be a picky eater, man. Not that you are, but like in general. Don't be a picky eater.
I have my dislikes, obviously.
But you still eat,
Right, but and even if something I dislike is on my plate, I'm eating it.
You have to clear the plate.
If
you don't clear the plate, that's an unmanly thing.
That is an unmanly thing.
You got to clear the plate.
Not clearing the plate.
I get, like, in some cultures, I've heard it's like a sign of respect not to eat all of it because it's like you're full, so you couldn't finish the whole plate or something.
Not in America.
But for me, for here, it's polite to eat everything.
It is.
Because it tasted good enough that you wanted to eat all of it, and you finished all of it. Like,
yeah, it's kind of a hospitality thing, honestly.
Yeah, I would say so.
In American culture, you eat what's put in front of you, and you enjoy it, and you eat all of it.
Well, at least you should. Not these little pansies these days. Can't eat it. Excuse me. I have an allergy. I might die. Eat the food.
Eat the food. It was put in front of you.
It was put. You're gonna be unthankful
you say thank you when you eat that food.
You jam yourself with an EpiPen if you have to, but eat the food.
I don't care if it's bite Benadryl. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. You got to do it. Sometimes you got to eat the coconut with the shellfish.
Yeah.
With the peanuts.
And the lactose.
And the gluten. Everything.
For me, dude, like, I understand actual allergies. But for me, extra lactose, extra gluten, please.
Oh, yeah. It does seem that sometimes people have what we call an adjustable allergy.
That is, yeah.
That means that they're gluten-free when people are around. They get less gluten-free the less people are around, until when no one's around, they're in fact not gluten-free at all.
And some of it's a lifestyle choice, and I understand that.
Lifestyle is different than being actually allergic.
But you better not say you're allergic if it's a lifestyle choice.
And fun fact, if you're hungry and that's the only food around, your lifestyle just became survive.
Yep.
And that food became the segue to survival, so you eat it. Most of the time. Unless it's a religious thing, in which case I totally understand.
I don't know any vegetarians off the top of my head that I can think of.
I do know a couple. And they have their reasons.
If they actually have a reason, and they're not just weak.
There are.
If they have a reason, absolutely, more power to you.
Sure. And there are a lot of health benefits to it. There's a lot of processed food out there that's terrible.
Yes, there is. However, there's also a lot of health downsides to just vegetables.
I think it's like if you eat just anything, I think you should have a balanced diet anyway.
Yeah.
But
Nah, facts. This podcast is not medical advice. We say stuff,
dude,
and you probably shouldn't listen to what our advice is.
You should do what we say.
Except
we know everything.
Except watch Arcane.
What? No, we are medical. We're not medical. We are professionals when it comes to watching movies. In case you haven't noticed, and shows. Go watch
listening
Arcane.
To music. We have really good taste in movies and music.
I would say so. Go watch Arcane. Go watch Arcane.
Yep.
And Breaking Bad if you're over 21.
And want to.
It's kind of violent, but apparently it's good. I watched 2 episodes, said this is a good show, and stopped. Yeah.
As one does when it's a good show that you're not super invested in.
Exactly.
I know I said this before, Simeon, but you need to watch The Last of Us.
I'm gonna do it. It's gonna happen.
Even if just minimum, so you can form an opinion.
I played the games. I told Seth I need to watch the show so I can make an opinion and back it up and have my PowerPoints written down.
And if you don't like it, that's all the part to you.
But I have to watch it to know that.
I started watching The Witcher. I thought I was gonna like it. I didn't. And especially the end of the first season and the second season, there's just so much swearing and nudity for no reason.
I agree with that. I did. Here's the thing.
And so I stopped.
I liked how they brought. I only watched the first season, but I liked how it bounced around timelines, and you never knew until the end that's what they were doing.
Yeah, that was hard because they didn't de-age any of the characters, and so it made me very, very confused.
No, I got it. It didn't really confuse me.
It confused me for several episodes.
Yes, because you didn't know how they were relating, and then you realized how everything was relating.
Yeah.
And then it was like, oh, I see what you did there. Good job.
Yeah, but it's not. It's kind of a lame show. The storyline is mediocre.
I like Henry Cavill killing giant monsters.
Yeah,
but
that
was the good part about it.
Yeah, and then they got political,
as they do,
and feminist,
as they do.
Did you see Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
My mom watched it because she likes comedy. Why?
I watched the first several seasons, and then season 7, they got whole defund the police, Black Lives Matter, and it just was shoved down your throat with political messaging. And I understand a show built for political messaging, and that works.
I like a show built for comedy.
But don't take a show that's pre-built for something else and then try to force it into political messaging.
I can't take it anymore. That's why I watch dark shows.
My stance aside on the political issue, don't shove political messaging down my throat in the guise of a real show.
Exactly. We have CNN for that, okay? We don't need
And to be fair, let's be honest, Fox News.
We have oh yeah. We got Fox and CNN, NBC, CBS, CIA,
CVS
FBI,
Pharmacy.
Dude, CVS Pharmacy. You ever see those receipts at CVS?
They're long for a reason. They got political messages at the bottom if you look hard enough.
You know what that's called? Propaganda.
It's propaganda.
Propaganda.
Yep.
No, but for real, I like comedies to be completely insensitive to everything. Politics, religion, and race among them. Be completely careless, trash everybody, and make it funny. Because if you trash everybody, that means everyone else is laughing at some point or another. Dude, humor is what makes the world go round. And if you can have a sense of humor, everybody's united.
I saw a meme that kind of pertains to this.
What's that?
Lambda? No. Come on.
No,
you'll come around to
that was eventually. That's a good meme ish. it's a meme because it was a meme.
Fair enough.
It's a meme.
Anyway, no, I saw a meme and it was some like gritty like thinker pose, and it was like fake deep, but it kind of fits, so I'm gonna say it anyway.
Hit me.
And it was like all about like it was if life is unfair for everyone, doesn't that mean it's fair?
Yes.
And the answer is yes. Yes, it does.
Yes, it does. That's the definition of fair, is everyone's on the same playing field.
Right. And it's unfair for everyone.
So therefore it's fair.
So therefore it's fair. It's
That's
unfair for you, sure. but
Life
that
has
doesn't-
always been unfair.
which makes it fair.
Yes,
Exactly.
absolutely. Except for like the 1%, which is what people say. Except they don't realize that there will always be a 1%.
Because life's unfair.
Because life's unfair. Like, good. Everybody who has tried to build a communist regime has failed. Because why? Because the 1% does not give up power until someone forcefully takes it, and then that person becomes the 1%.
Because no matter what it is, money, power, good looks,
That's fame.
fame, anything, no matter what good thing you're like, oh, why can't I have that? There is a 1%. And a lot of times that 1% doesn't necessarily overlap.
No, and they don't want to give it up. I wouldn't want to give it up if I was the 1%. You kidding me? Nobody does. You gotta.
But they're not all the same 1%.
No.
Like the good looking 1% and the money 1% are not the same.
Nope. You can have a poor, good-looking person.
Right.
Different kind of 1%. Most people look into the status, the wealth.
Right.
Because that's where most things are associated with.
But there are other 1%.
My guy, you can buy good looks. You can.
Kind of.
No, you can.
You can if you do it right.
I'm not saying plastic surgery, but I am saying you could buy good looks.
No,
in a
that's
lot of ways.
true.
Like, money can make you look good. And I don't just mean like having money makes you, oh, he has money, therefore he's attractive. No.
Although there is that.
I mean, you can pay for a good haircut.
You can pay for a really good haircut. You could pay for a stylist who looks at you and makes you the best you can be.
Right. You could do that. It makes you dress better. It makes you just, in general, your image improves because you can afford it.
Yeah.
I mean, fair. You watch professional athletes before and after they get money, and they used to be like actually ugly, and then you look at them, you're like, holy cow, they're handsome now. Why? Because they bought themselves better looks. They didn't get plastic surgery. They just got better looks. Just the way it goes. So
money doesn't buy you happiness, but
sure as hell buys everything else.
Yeah. And that can be reminiscent of happiness.
Well, I think it decreases stress. Start with that.
That's very true.
I mean, you want to talk about... We talked about a little bit about being a parent earlier. Having to deal with the pressure of providing for your own family. That's real pressure.
Dude, I've been broke and only had myself to deal with.
That's hard. That's hard enough, but that's not as hard as having to take care of someone else.
I could not even imagine being broke and having responsibilities to other people.
Absolutely.
That require monetary anything.
Yep. And now you got to bear that weight. That's the hardest job in the world right there. That's a burden that I don't think anyone can relate to unless they've had it, and if they have it, they wouldn't put it on anybody else. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, full circle is a good way to end the podcast.
I think so.
Insulation might be bad for you to breathe, but you breathe a whole lot less if you don't work out.
Okay. That made no sense. I mean, it made sense, but it didn't say anything.
Yeah.
We
good with that?
We're retarded. See you guys.
I'm like bang, bang, never come back,